Feed-forward neural networks process data in a single direction, from input to output. They perform poorly on sequential data due to the absence of memory. On the other hand, recurrent neural networks include feedback loops that pass information from previous steps. There are mainly two components of RNNs that we will discuss. First, recurrent neurons. The fundamental processing unit in RNN is a recurrent unit. They hold a hidden state that maintains information about previous inputs in a sequence. Recurrent units can remember information from prior steps by feeding back their hidden state, allowing them to capture dependencies across time. Second, RNN unfolding. RNN unfolding or unrolling is the process of expanding the recurrent structure over time steps. During unfolding, each step of the sequence is represented as a separate layer in a series, illustrating how information flows across each time step. This unrolling enables backpropagation through time, a learning process where errors are propagated across time steps to adjust the network's weights, enhancing the RNN's ability to learn dependencies within sequential data. While RNNs excel at handling sequential data, they face two main training challenges: the vanishing gradient and exploding gradient problems. Vanishing gradient occurs during backpropagation when gradients diminish as they pass through each time step, leading to minimal weight updates. This limits the RNN's ability to learn long-term dependencies. Conversely, exploding gradients happen when gradients grow uncontrollably, causing excessively large weight updates that destabilize training. RNNs are highly flexible and come in four main architectures. One-to-one for standard classification. One-to-many, useful for image captioning. Many-to-one, perfect for sentiment analysis of a sentence. And many-to-many, used in complex tasks like machine translation. There are several variations of RNNs, each designed to address specific challenges or optimize for certain tasks. First, vanilla RNN. This simplest form of RNN consists of a single hidden layer where weights are shared across time steps. Vanilla RNNs are suitable for learning short-term dependencies but are limited by the vanishing gradient problem, which hampers long sequence learning. Second, bidirectional RNNs. Bidirectional RNNs process inputs in both forward and backward directions, capturing both past and future context for each time step. This architecture is ideal for tasks where the entire sequence is available. Third, long short-term memory networks, or LSTMs. LSTMs introduce a memory mechanism to overcome the vanishing gradient problem. Each LSTM cell has three gates. Input gate, which controls how much new information should be added to the cell state. Forget gate, which decides what information should be discarded from the cell state. An output gate, which determines what parts of the cell state make it to the output. Finally, gated recurrent units, or GRUs. GRUs are a variation of LSTMs designed to be computationally more efficient. They combine the forget and input gates into a single update gate and do not have a separate cell state. GRUs often perform similarly to LSTMs but are faster to train.